No, when you look at the breadth, the length and breadth of the Charter of Fiscal Responsibility that government presented to Parliament, we should necessarily guide government fiscal regime for the next 5 years, including debt management, taxation policy, and related matters. Government intended to raise domestic revenue generation because, as we speak, local revenue is very low, probably below 12% or thereabout, and it accounts for the unforgivable borrowing, including local borrowing, that is clouding out private investment. So when you look at the outed tax bills, they don't seem to be answering the questions. They don't seem to be moving in the direction that was intended in the Charter. And we are asking questions as to whether a government that is out to present a plethora of tax exemptions to big companies is the same government that is intending to raise revenue. That the tax regime so promoted and proposed will promote local enterprise, and is the same tax regime that's raising taxes on a number of areas, including raising tax, rental tax, while the cost of materials for construction are going up. You cannot raise rental tax unless you're not serious. So there are so many areas that have gaps, and I have asked my team, headed by Honorable Mwanga, to go and look at these gaps very closely so that the reports from this Committee of Finance ousts a tax regime that can promote already airing local enterprise that are affected by COVID, and therefore they are struggling to pick themselves up to be able to keep people on job. That's very critical, that while we are struggling to recover as an economy, people should not be losing jobs. We should be looking at how more jobs can be created so that in the long term, we are able to generate more revenue. But in the interim, government must lower its appetite for consumption through the budget as laid, and use the local revenue, including careful borrowing for particular enterprises and areas, so that we can create jobs but not cloud out local investment because of the desire to collect more revenue. We even advised that some of the taxes on key areas like petroleum should be looked at closely. Why should you continue levying 30 shillings per litre of petrol entering the country just for the sake, because we are marking fuel, which money goes to a private company but not government. So we gave a plethora of approaches that can leverage on the intentions of government on curbing smuggling of fuel, but also leave the economy better off.